He fits in pretty well as far as I can see. That stares in my direction. Are they watching me? I can't tell with the mask. The room we were transporting the coins to turned out to be the morgue. I could now see firsthand the result of his past 2 days of effort. Glancing around the room, my eyes locked with Scarlet. She shifts her gaze to Sel, who is currently preoccupied lining up his stack of coins with the others. And then, it suddenly clicks for me. Of course the place we'd find death waiting would be the morgue. This is where they keep the bodies. The thought of it chills me to the bone, so I focus on the coins in my hand. I place them down with the rest, then move to follow Sel back down the hall. Ash, wait. I stop in my tracks, then reluctantly turn to face the person who was supposed to be helping me negotiate my revival. You feel sorry for him, don't you? She's right, but I'm still inclined to argue. I'm just trying to help. His trial is ending soon anyways, right? There's not a lot of time left, Miss Scarlet. He shouts back at us from the hall. His footsteps echo down as he goes back for more coins. You're a nice girl, Ash. But don't you think you should focus on saving your own soul? She says, entirely focused on saving mine. Helping others while I'm at it doesn't hurt. You're doing it too. She doesn't say anything back. I'm already out the door, catching up with Sel. His pace slows once he realizes I'm following him. As soon as I close the distance, I try to make conversation. It's, kind of messed up that death is making you carry all these coins into the morgue. Morgue? We're walking together now. He blinks at me. Oh, right. You're new. What do you see this place as, Ash? A hospital. Right? Oh, interesting. That's why there's a morgue. I'm confused by what he's asking me. Do we all see this place differently? That's an interesting idea. I'm sure he's probably gonna say what he sees it as, but I wonder if everyone sees it as, like, their last place of death, or a place that they spend a lot of time at, or I do wonder. For me, it's kind of personal, but I don't mind telling you. This place looks like a rehab facility I was sent to in my early 20s. I was only there for a short time, but it left an impression on me, I guess. Rehab? We each pick up the next stack of coins. Yeah, I partied pretty hard back in college. I mean, I thought that's what you were supposed to do in college. Anyway, it got so bad my family sent me to rehab for a bit. I've been sober ever since. Huh. I have no idea how to respond. It's so far out of my own experience that I can't imagine what it must have been like at all. Were you in college, Ash, before you got here? You're not still in high school, are you? No, I've been in the hospital since I was a teenager. I didn't actually get to go to high school. Oh, that's so sad. I'm sorry. Man, this game is gonna be a lot. But it's, the dialogue, like everything about this is so interesting so far. And I'm excited to learn kind of more about the lore of it, but learn more about what's going on and stuff. I wonder what Scarlet sees. We reach the morgue again and walk back inside. I also wonder, because everyone sees it as differently, right? So how are people, because obviously I would assume, a hospital and a rehab facility probably aren't too different in terms of size depending on the rehab place, I'm assuming, but they would likely still have very different layouts and stuff like that, so I do wonder how it works for everyone to be traveling alongside each other, and just how that works, because from what Sel was saying, it seems like it's it is the place that he went to rehab in. So it's not like it seems like it's like based off of where they were. Like it actually is the physical place they were at, is what they're seeing. So I'm kind of interested in how that works, how everyone is traveling together and walking down through these hallways and stuff like that, but it's a completely different building for each person, if that makes sense. I'm kind of interested to see if that gets explained or not, because it's just weird, but it's cool. Scarlet doesn't bother us this time. Sal and I place our coins down, ready to head back out for more. Before we leave, I reconsider this morgue. This room looks different to Selden, and to Scarlet too. She told me before that this isn't a hospital. I wonder what it looks like to her. Since it's not really a morgue, it's a lot easier to push down the anxiety I feel about being here. So, Ash is asking the same questions that I am, at least for wondering what Scarlet is seeing. This is all made up. It's set dressing. Even the coins we're carrying aren't real. Maybe I'll wake up soon and realize it was all a dream all along. Stack by stack, we carry away the coins in the hall until there is none left. When I offered to help him, I didn't think I'd get so into it. But the work was meditative and helped keep my mind off things. I'm here because I died. I haven't been able to process that yet. I just dove into helping the stranger with his trial, a trial that I don't know anything about. I don't want to think about any of that. I just want to keep focusing on the task at hand. But his trial will be over soon, and death will come to pass judgment. That's how this all works, isn't it? Sure enough, as we carry the last of the coins, we're greeted by death. A hooded figure carrying a scythe, their face hidden by a mask. Oh, I fuck with this design of death. I love it so much. I am very much a lover of, like, different, like, how different media and stuff like that portray death, and it's so interesting to see, like, the different, like, versions of it and stuff like that. Like, for example, I really like, death in Soul Eater. Very fun. This is fun. I like this design as well. I like whenever death is kind of given, like, a more, like... I like the more, like, human designs of death and, like, the more, like... I don't know, simple designs, I guess, too, or, like, out there designs, like, different, like, variations and stuff like that. So I like this one a lot. I also just think it works really well with this art style. The sight of them startles me, but I take care not to drop any of Sel's coins. She's young. She doesn't belong here. Scarlet must be bargaining for my soul, like we talked about. It's nice of her to do that, even though I was busy helping Sel instead. She fits in pretty well as far as I can see. Death stares in my direction. Are they watching me? I can't tell with the mask. Do you think we have time for one more trip up to the elevator? Sel looks antsy. I'm not sure what he's worried about, though. We already brought so many coins. This is enough, isn't it? Maybe, but one last trip wouldn't hurt. He looks like he's asking my permission. Death walks over to us before I can respond. Time's up, Donnie. Donnie? That's kind of cute. Please stop calling me that. Only my mom calls me Donnie. Scarlet strides over to us, indignant. Excuse me, our conversation was not over. Schedule's full, babe. Come back with a better argument tomorrow. I'm busy. Damn. Ugh, just tell him he failed and get it over with already. Please don't do that. I worked really hard. So the trial really is over now. Excuse me. They all turned to face me at once. I'm a little surprised they listened. And massively uncomfortable with the attention. Are you really going to check through every coin? Not just check them. There's a hint of smirk in their voice. I'm gonna flip them. Flip? And there's the catch. For every coin you brought, we're gonna play heads or tails. If any of them land on tails, you lose. I thought I just had to place them here face up. Flipping every single one? That's impossible. What are the odds of getting heads so many times in a row? 50-50 for each coin. That's technically possible, right? Pretty rough RNG. Yeah. I mean, technically, what? It's like the thing where it's like, technically it's like a 50-50 chance even if you've rolled it like 5 times, because they don't technically affect each other, but like, it's still like, you know, odds and probability and statistics and all that shit. Oh, I don't know. The two types of math that I fucking hate and did not do well in school: geometry and statistics. Algebra, calculus, trigonometry, all fine. Give me a problem and I can do that. Tell me to find X and I can do that, whatever. But as soon as you either implement fucking statistics or probability or geometry, I'm out. Oh my god. Yeah, no. Sorry, cell phone, you're fucked. If my units had a 50% chance of missing, I'd choose another attack. It's so low, you may as well not even try. Oh, you're a gamer? I hadn't meant to say it out loud, but the despair of the situation really struck me. I'm so sorry, Selen. I can't help but feel a little responsible for increasing his burden. Not that removing my contribution would have changed the outcome. Death flips the first coin. Heads. They pick up the next one. Ooh! Heads again! The current music for this section is so fun. I like how a lot of, like, all the areas are, like, it's, like, similar music, but, like, the changes are, like, still notable. They're definitely taking pleasure in this. Cell cringes visibly at the sound of each coin being tossed. A third coin lands on head, and then a fourth. He watches the results, unable to speak. But I can't go on forever. In fact, it might just be a setup to make him start to think he has a chance, only for death to take it away. It's just a coin flip, but they manage to turn it into immense psychological torture. Bringing fewer coins would have given him better odds, but then, would he fail for not meeting the minimum requirement? I see why Scarlet didn't bother to help him before. Death's trials are made to be unwinnable. Oh, I fucking love Death. This character is... Oh, I love this character already. Kinda reminds me of, like, fucking, like... Of, like, Jax from The Amazing Digital Circus. Just a complete asshole. And just loves, like... Not even just an asshole, but just loves, like, the... You know... Just to really fuck with people. The coins flip pause, and Death turns to me. Hey, Ash, heads or tails? Tails? I wasn't asking you. Death wants me to make a call. Oh man. I'm so curious about, like, what the outcome is regardless of it. I want to be able to go back and see both. Because obviously we want it to be heads for cell phone's sake, but, and I feel like if I say tails, he's gonna take it wrong. However, maybe I should follow Scarlet, because she knows if she said tails. But if it gets tails, oh man, that is so tough. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna flip an actual coin. Screen record. I'm doing it on my phone, so I'm just gonna record it on here. Okay, we'll make it green. And flip coin. What are we doing? Heads. Okay. Well, we're going for heads. Heads. Scarlet shoots me a look, but I don't budge. I have to stand up to Death somehow. They flip the coin. Tails. You lose, Cell. Come on, that's not fair. His voice wavers. I think he might cry, which is probably Death's aim with this. Crushing his spirit, giving him hope, only to snuff it right back out. What do they gain from toying with people like that? So, don't blame me, man. I flipped a coin. I'm just following what Death's own strategies there. Cell has, done a lot of these, right? I can't stop myself from speaking up. The situation is too unfair. Yeah. So, why can't you just release his soul already? He's already tried pretty hard, right? He's got plenty of time. What do you mean? Oh my god, Bro, they're just increasing, like, my love for this. The fact that they're... the fact that they're riding the scythe like a broomstick? Oh my god. That's so fun. I barely know how to react as my eyes follow them. I can only think of how the ceiling is higher up than I realized. They drift to a stop, then grasp the handle of one of the metal doors. Am I about to see a corpse? It's not a real morgue, but there could still be actual bodies in there. And why hadn't I noticed that this room looks infinitely tall until now? The metal door swings open, and a long door slides out. It's hard to tell from where I'm standing, but it seems to be lined to rows and rows of hourglasses? This isn't here. What? What are those? Oh man, that peaked so bad. My god, I'm so sorry. What are those? Trying not to. I want you guys to still hear the music, but I don't want it to be so loud that you guys aren't able to hear me speaking, but I also don't want to fucking peek at you all the time. What are those? The countdown for every soul that comes here. Countdown? Why is this the first I'm hearing of a countdown? You never asked. Ugh. Like you would have told me. This is how long you have left to live. The sand in the small hourglass falls steadily down. A human life measured in grains of sand. Nice try. We're already dead. Not quite. Cell stares at the ground, wringing his hands. What do you mean? Death descends again. Cell's hourglass in hand. Want to see what happens when I turn this over? They say in a teasing voice. It's a game to them. This is someone's life. No! Cell says what we must have all been thinking. But it's cool. Check it out. Oh god. When Death flips the hourglass over, we all expect sand inside to revert its direction. But it doesn't. It continues falling upward, defying gravity. This is how long we all have left to live? Meaning we are still alive? And maybe because we're still alive, we have a chance to revive. Scarlet said she's been here for 3 months. How much time does she have left? How much time do I have left? Scarlet lets out an incredulous huff. So, you're just going to torture him until his time runs out. Will we release him once he gets down to the wire, or let him die in the end? That's up to him. Unbelievable. We're, still alive? Even though this is the afterlife? Didn't Scarlet tell you? I look at Scarlet, but she's already stormed away. She taps her foot facing away from us. This is the afterlife for souls who died a social death. Y'all ended up here because you're miserable losers? Jesus fucking Christ. That's crazy. Oh my god. Return to Ash. Okay, so this must have been the prologue, I'm guessing. But with that, okay, so with that, I'm going to end this here. Thank y'all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. This recording session was kind of long, so this might have been split up into 2 videos already, because I don't really want to have super long videos. I was kind of already sad about how long my second Dredge video is, and that's only like 25 minutes. I know viewer retention is a thing, and I don't want to make y'all watch this shit for so long. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying Return to Ash so far. If you're able to, I highly recommend checking it out on Steam or wherever else you get your video games. Have a good one!